Oljogi Primary School in Laikipia County is a public learning institution born out of conservation. The school, tucked right at the heart of Oljogi Conservancy, has made it possible for a number of children in the area to access education. And as our senior education reporter Sharon Baranga reports, the school has saved children from walking for over 20 kilometers to schools within the area that is also home to a number of wild animals.
Laikipia County is a semi-arid region. High temperatures, scorching sun, thorny trees,
from the pastoral community.
dust are some of the terms that can best describe this landscape. But there is an oasis right in the middle of Oljogi Conservancy, and that is Oljogi Primary School. The atmosphere here is different. The greenery, a testament of the efforts learners and their teachers have put to work. A number of them are conservation ambassadors, something that is rubbing off to the surrounding communities and one that has enabled them to be here.
I'm proud to be among the Conservation Warrior Club because like every Wednesday we hold a meeting with our community. We talk to them about the importance of conserving our environment because most of our parents they have not gone to school, so they don't know the importance of conserving the environment.
We have like 35 members in our club, so I decided to join the Wildlife Warrior so that I will be educated more about the importance of plants and animals in conservancies and in Kenya. We collect any any litter in our school, like papers, anything that consider that is not a part of environment. My favorite is rhino because my dad is a rhino monitor and he is my mentor.
In our school, we conserve our environment by not littering the papers around, by conserving water, by giving the animals that visit our school, like monkeys and birds, we give them leftovers that have left in the kitchen. So we love them so much, we don't harm them.
For the Conservancy, it was very clear for us that education had to be a fundamental part of what we were doing. Why? Because conservation is about Kenyan ownership of its wildlife, and the children need to learn about it and be able to access it and see it. Our school has now over 240 kids, and we hope that these 240 kids are going to be ambassadors of our wildlife, ambassadors of what we do, of the conservation work we do, because they live with it every day and understand the complexities of what conservation actually means.
Oljogi Primary School is a public learning institution that was started in 1972 by Oljogi Conservancy with the intention of helping learners who would otherwise walk for over 10 kilometers to the nearest school.
Oljogi Primary School was started just due to the directions of other schools, maybe the distance. For example, the nearest school is maybe 26 kilometers away from here, and the other one is almost 15 kilometers from here. So you can see that distance, and this is a conservancy where we have wild animals, where we have animals like rhinos, we have elephants who can attack these children when they're maybe on their way.
Though it is listed as a public school, the institution does not get funding from the government, and here is why.
The teachers are posted by the government to come to assist the learning in this institution, but we don't get any funds from the government. The issue is that the school is situated in a private land, and that's why if you want to surrender this land to the government, you have to register the school. Then this became maybe a bit hard. Maybe the owners came and said, we are going to support the school. We are not going to allow our land to be taken by the government. So that's why the school still remains as public but under a private land. The policy in the government, it is all children should get free primary education. land issue is not the problem of the learners. These are issues that children should go to school. And that's why you can see when the children are told to go to school, the school has not been registered. Though it have not been registered, it is not only Oljogi has the same problem. All the schools in most of Laikipia Conservancy has a problem with the registration of maybe the candidates. So they decided that let the children sit for their national examination until they sit to the government so that these issues can be discussed from the level, at the county level, up to the government offices there. So this is an issue which is ongoing. So the children should also do the exam. The ministry resolved that all the children should do their national exam in the centers that they have been given. So this used to be a center. So that's why our students are doing their national exam.
Conceptually, the school is funded by Oljogi. There are 5 teachers that are funded by the government. The balance of the teachers are funded by Oljogi. The school, in terms of its infrastructure, was originally built by Oljogi, but it's been upgraded by donations from donors. And specifically, there have been technological advancements in terms of computers supplied, tablets supplied, so that we ensure that we are comparable in terms of the education requirements of the world as it is today. So at this stage, a very significant portion of the infrastructure is funded by donors, but we fund the food and the uniforms of the pupils and ensure that it is functional as a school.
The performance of the school is admirable.
It's free education from the ages of PP1 all the way to class 8. And for the smaller years, for PP1 and PP2, we have adopted the Montessori approach, the philosophy which really bases itself on the child's autonomy and self-reliance. What we care about is to teach children how to think, not so much the facts, but to be able to be autonomous and take ownership of their own lives and make the choices that makes them happy, so that they contribute positively to Kenya in the future.
The impact performance that we have seen, enrollment of students have increased. We have seen the number of girls coming up. Also pregnancy cases, we don't have any pregnancy cases. Without the school being here, some of the students could maybe become they can use drugs. Some of them can be the sand harvesters, like the ones who are in Doldol. Some of them maybe can become Morans. Some of them maybe can go and look after the cattle and so on. So this school has been a beneficiary to our students, and we really enjoy the services that is taking place here. Oljogi Primary School is one of the best schools in Laikipia North Sub-County. Our students are doing well. Last year, 2020, we emerged position 1 in Laikipia North, whereby the first girl got 386 marks and she joined a national school. So we are proud of our students, and the last child got 230 marks, which means our children are able. And the performance shows that there are good work which is going on in the school. The dedication from the teachers, the parents. We have the Oljogi Conservancy. When we have teamwork, the children are able to perform well. So boarding has been introduced to class 8 only. And this also allows them to have extra time with the teachers so that they can improve on the weaker subjects.
The school is heavily dependent on proceeds from tourism and donations. This means that conservation is the bloodline of Oljogi Primary School.
And we are proud because we are supposed to conserve our environment, make our use of our environment. For example, sometimes we can teach children about the importance of fresh air. For example, when you have trees around you, you get fresh air. When you are producing carbon dioxide, then you get the fresh air from the trees. So those trees are very important, and we also tell them, don't cut the trees, because when you cut those trees, you are going to affect the animals, maybe the birds. These are habitats for the birds. We can go somewhere and teach our students the importance of conserving wild animals, because these animals are the ones which are bringing some maybe foreign exchange. That foreign exchange can be used to build school, can be used to maybe to build a dormitory for you, maybe to buy the books that we need. That's why we have to join hands with the Oljogi Conservancy so that we can be able to embrace how to conserve environment. Conservation has improved our lives.
The impact on the community is about changing perceptions of what the influence of education is. So over time, it will accelerate the desire for children to be educated and developed in the new society. And that is the influence that Oljogi School is having on the communities, is recognizing that children can actually be educated properly in a rural environment, and secondly, that over time that influences the societies that they come from, because they will achieve different levels of achievement compared to what has been historically the case from where they came from, and it will inspire future generations to want to be educated.
The impact of the school goes on for generations.
I'm lucky to be the principal of Oljogi Primary School. I was once a student in this school, and I really appreciate the far that Oljogi have taken me to cater for my education. If it was not for Oljogi, I could not be where I am today. So I am proud to become a teacher and teach the students from Oljogi Primary School.
The impact of COVID-19 to organizations in the tourism industry continue to be felt. Oljogi is no exception.
Our income was affected through COVID, it was a reality. Despite that, the commitment was to continue with the education objectives of Oljogi. So it's not one of the things on the agenda to say, in the event of a catastrophic financial crisis, would Oljogi stop funding the school? No, we wouldn't. School would continue because this is an investment in the future.
Oljogi Primary School runs from kindergarten level to the end of the primary school cycle. Apart from Oljogi Primary School, the Conservancy has continued to invest in education as it has built and supported several schools in the neighboring communities. The Conservancy also funds secondary school, college and university bursaries yearly for learners who record exemplary results in their academics.
Elephant, elephant, come to the bus.
Sharon Baranga, TV47 in Oljogi, Laikipia County.